Alright, so this is going to be my review of The Legend of Tarzan. Now, I was kind of excited for this movie, but after hearing some reviews here and there, I was like, I don't know if I want to go see it. And eventually I was like, you know what, I want to go see it for myself. So, tonight of this recording, I went to go see this movie with my dad, my mom, sister, who just tagged along. It was a whole family event. It was beautiful. The theater we were in, it was cramped, it was dark, it's a theater, what do you expect? And some kid puked his brains out. It was amazing. Movie experiences, and how I loathe them. Anyway, so I'm going to say right off the bat, this is not a bad movie. It's not a good movie. I mean, it's certainly better than the last one I watched. Fuck you, Independence Day resurgence. The only thing you need to be resurging out of is my ass. Anyway, I think we would have liked... It's kind of like... When I talked about the Victor Frankenstein movie last year, the one thing I would say about this film is that I think we would have liked it better if we saw it as a matinee. And that's right out the gate. I'm going to say right now, you would probably enjoy this film a bit more as a matinee. There are good things about it. The actors are all really good. Alexander Skarsgård, who I only know... I didn't know who he was. All I knew is that, it's a True Blood actor. That's amazing. And he does really good for this. I mean, the dude got frickin' ripped for this movie. Margot Robbie as Jane, I thought she was really good. I thought she was pretty amazing, and her and Skarsgård really pulled it off as Tarzan and Jane, and I was like, yeah, I believe that. Samuel Jackson as George Washington Williams, he was pretty good. He felt like he was just tacked on as a sidekick, but yeah, he does play more like, if you thought he was going to be a serious character, he's more like an older version of Vincent from Pulp Fiction. That's kind of how he plays it out. You can clearly tell he's having fun with it, and he plays off Skarsgård's Tarzan pretty well. Christoph Waltz is the villain. Lars Rom, or whatever. His name was Rom, and I was like, is he secretly a space knight? No? Fuck you. Yeah. I thought he was pretty good. The thing is that Christoph Waltz, he was just playing, I am the bad guy. That was his whole thing, is that he was just playing the villain. He was interesting, but it's just kind of like he was very one note. Like he didn't get much to do, you know what I mean? I don't feel like he was just, he was just there. Like that was the one I was like, okay, you're just here. He was good, but I feel like at the same time he was like, yeah, you're just here to get the paycheck sometimes, aren't you, Christoph? But not to say his performance was bad. He did give a good performance, but I feel like his character... The bottom line is, I feel like his character was a little just one note. That's what I'm trying to say. Christoph Waltz, amazing actor, but I feel like they did, the David Yates didn't, and the writers for this movie didn't give his villain much to do, or, much character other than, I'm the bad guy. Anyway... The CGI also in this movie gets really muddy. I mean, there's some good moments, like the elephants look good, some of the gorillas look really good, but there are some moments where it's like, ooh, I wish they cleaned that up. There's even like some scenes in here that feel like, oh, man, did you guys even bother? That feels like, there's one or two scenes in here where it's like, man, did anyone not check the editing for the, because that clearly is a green screen right there. Yeah. So that's the big thing with this film, is that some of the editing for the animals and the scenery is not that great, but there are some really good moments in here. Sorry about that. Now, where was I? Yeah, again, I don't mean to sound like I'm shitting on the movie. I'm not. It's actually pretty good. There are some cool action sequences, like I said. There's one I really enjoyed of Tarzan. He breaks into a moving train, and I swear to God, it actually feels like something out of the Batman Arkham games, of how Tarzan fights all these, what were they, French Foreign Legion? They were or British soldiers, not British soldiers, Belgium soldiers. I don't know, but it was kind of a cool action sequence. And that's the thing, is that this movie shows, Tarzan's strength. It shows a lot of his, his life in the Congo was like growing up. It wasn't like a Disney movie, and Phil Collins wasn't there to, compose the songs, do a montage. It wasn't like that at all, and he he grew up in a very brutal world, and they keep reminding everyone, yeah, Africa's not a great place to. The African wilds is no place for a child, and if you fuck up for 1 second, you're dead. You are more than likely dead at any second. Anyway. So I do like that, and I also am glad, finally, I think this is the first time in a film we've seen, they're using the name John Clayton and Lord Greystoke in the films. I could be wrong, because there's been tons of Tarzan movies in the past, but I think this is the first time they've used Tarzan's real name, John Clayton. Anyway. So yeah, talked about the action sequences, those were really good. The CGI could have been a lot better on some of the animals, but the fight between Tarzan and Akut, who is Tarzan's gorilla brother in here, that was really cool. And I did like how they set up his relationship with his gorilla mother, Kala. I just wish they expanded a little more on that. I loved how they played it out in the earlier scenes, but they did kind of didn't really go anywhere with it. Especially, there's one scene where he killed a tribal leader in Opar, and I was like, oh wow, Opar. I didn't think I was going to see that in here. Yeah. Sadly, though, I haven't, the only place I know Opar is from the Tarzan animated series from Disney, and that had, Queen La and the leopard people, and I was... It's kind of funny, because I know it's supposed to be the leopard tribe, but at the same time I'm like, I kind of want to see leopard people. Yeah. So, yeah, not much else I can say about this film, other than if you really want to see it, I would say matinee at best. You'll probably walk away liking it less if you see it full price. I would say matinee. And yeah, it's pretty fun. It is the problem is that's very stop and start. It's very, it has a great action sequence, and then it really slows down, and it's like, go again, slow down, go again, slow down. It has, like I said, it's very touch and go kind of moments here and there. All in all, not a bad film. Like I said, not a great film, not a terrible film. I walked out going, yeah, that was alright. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what did you guys think of The Legend of Tarzan? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.